Hello and welcome to this video. Now in this video, we're going to take a tour of the Canvas homepage in Canvas. So this is the place where your students land when they open your course. Now the homepage isn't just a starting point, it's really a first impression. It sets the tone for your course, it helps students navigate confidently, and can even reduce questions and confusion before they arise. So I'll walk you through what the homepage looks like by default, how to change it, and how to design it in a way that saves you time and supports student success. Okay, let's take a look. Now, by default, Canvas shows you a summary of different things coming up, things for me to do to grade again. And we have this home page, this landing page, and a lot of instructors like to customize their homepage so students have a clear and consistent place to begin every time they open your class. Now, you can choose a different homepage layout. I do different ones. Actually present and teach people on what the landing page should look like. This is just one of the options. Another option could be an image, something very simple with minimal links. Again, these are the only navigation links that will be available to my students. All these are hidden. If you scroll down here, you can see quick links. So you can see that there's very minimal data, very minimal information. We want to make sure we have it very simple. But to choose a home page, we can go to choose home page right here, and you can actually choose different things that you would like to display on the home page. So if I select on course activity stream, this would show recent updates. This really isn't recommended for clarity. Most instructional consultants like myself do not recommend setting this as the home page because there would just be too much stuff going on. Now you can see it's selected on page's front page. This is the welcome page, and this lets you design a custom home page. And we can change this. This is a live class, so I'm not going to change it right now. But then you could also change it to modules. I know some instructors like to choose modules and not have this home page. If I chose course modules here, what would happen is that the modules tab would be the home. So students would log in and they'd see all the content here. Some instructors do this. I don't, because I've looked at the data, and some of the biggest concerns from students and their issues with the course is that they feel there's a low instructor presence. And we want to introduce students to the course too. We want it to be inviting. So let's go back to the home page and then go back to choose home page again. So you do have that option. It's up to you. I typically don't recommend it. You can also do the assignments list. So this lists everything that is due. So everything coming up. So students, they log in, they see everything that's due, and they can step by step go through the things that are due. But if you want control, full control over how the page looks, I always recommend using the pages page. This one again. The syllabus is an obvious one. The syllabus will show you your syllabus and calendar of deadlines. Again, not ideal. It just gives you the option. Now, I can think of a few situations where these might be ideal. If you teach a face-to-face class and you really want to use Canvas just for the assignments, just to have students submit assignments and see assignments right when they log in, you can use this. And I've seen this in several classes. But when it's a fully online class, I typically do not recommend that. I just recommend staying with page's front page. So you can create your own front page here. There's different designs you can use. You can see how simple it is. I like to start with an introduction video. You can see I have it right here. And I introduce myself. This, it doesn't always have to be a video, and it shouldn't be. There's a lot of different styles you can use. You can have a picture of the university, just a brief description, but I always have contact information. So that's very important. And then the quick links down here, I always have these 3 or 4 buttons that students can use to navigate to things quickly, and also for Canvas help, so email support, etc. Now, if we want to create a home page or a custom home page, we would actually go to the pages right here on the left-hand navigation bar, select pages, and then we can select edit here. Now, if you don't already have content, you will see a button that says plus page, and that's how you can create a new welcome page. So that's if you're starting from scratch, you're starting just from a blank Canvas course. So we can select edit, of course, and edit this page. What I like is adding a friendly greeting a welcome video, possibly, if that's something you choose to do. Because of that low instructor presence, I use a lot of videos. I even use videos to grade within discussion posts for my feedback. And you can use some bold text, some large text, images or icons, and even videos here. A well-designed homepage isn't pretty. It helps students know where to click next. So we need to remember this. I evaluate so many high failure rate online classes, and this is a major issue because we have all these colors and we want to make it look very pretty, but really we want to help students to know where to click. And also in this video that I show them where to click. I say, welcome to this video, and I show them how to navigate Canvas. I share my screen and show them how to navigate Canvas, to go to the modules, and to start sequentially under modules and hit each item, assignment, quiz, etc. Now, after saving your page, and again, we'll just hit save down there in the bottom right corner, and so you can save it. Mine's already published. This is a live class here. And now when students enter the course, they'll land on this welcome page every time. And that creates consistency. And that's why we like consistency. I present on this quite a bit. And consistency and simplicity are so important for successful courses. Okay, now just a quick tip here. So think of your homepage like the front desk of a hotel. You should answer basic questions, you should give directions, and you should make people feel at ease. If the homepage is really confusing, students more likely will get lost. They may miss assignments or even drop the class. I've seen this all the time as I review courses, and this happens quite a bit. But if your homepage is clear, it's friendly, and it's helpful, students are more likely to stay engaged and reach out if they need help. All right, so I'm going to cover every item here. So you want to think of this as a roadmap. So right at the top, you'll see the course title. There's no question what course they are in. This is like resumes. Your name goes at the very top, usually big and bolded. These are user design principles that are used here, and it should be used in Canvas courses, especially in online teaching. Now next, you'll see this short welcome video again, and this gives you a personal introduction to myself, what I care about as your instructor for the students, and what to expect in the course. And for students that have never taken an online class that felt maybe cold or confusing, this video will help them make sure that they don't feel at a distance and that doesn't happen here. So my goal is to make this course feel more human and that I have a closer presence to the students from day one. Now the course purpose, this is aligned with transparency in teaching. This is important because it isn't just about memorizing facts. This course here is to help students build core skills like how to analyze scientific research, how to critically evaluate psychological claims, how to connect psychology to students' goals, and that could be whether it's in school, a future job, or personal development. That is why I put it on here. And in every assignment, I always put the purpose. When we tie the purpose for adult learners, they're most likely to stay engaged. Adult learners are much different from K through 12 learners. Adult learners need to find what the content is relevant and that it is relevant to them. If they find it's not relevant, they become disengaged. Remember, adult learners are voluntarily taking courses. They want to make sure that it benefits them, it relates to their career, their professional life, it helps them to build skills, etc., or they will become disengaged. So that is part of transparency in teaching, having a purpose. And then you can see I have an instructor box here. Now this tells students where you can find everything to contact me. You should always have the instructor information here, the contact information here. Now there's an online class again, so I just have email and Canvas inbox, but they can also Zoom or in person with me. And then this is a course that does not require a textbook. It's a lot of different activities students are involved in, but there are readings, there's videos that are provided weekly in the Canvas modules. Now I typically have a how to get started section, and I always recommend students going to the modules tab initially and then select on the first item there. The first page there is called Start Here, Introduction to the Course. As you can see, if I go to modules up here, they will start right here. If I click on Start Here, it's just a simple page. The other ones in further weeks are more complex, but this is very simple. It's the first one. Now, as you can see, This How to Get Started section gives students step-by-step instruction on what to do in Module 1 for the first week. That's very important. It's very clear. So you click on Modules tab in the left menu and then go to the Start here. And then again, the quick links. So now you've seen how the Canvas course homepage works and how to make it work better for your students. You've learned what the default homepage looks like, how to choose a different layout, and how to design your own custom homepage with links and instructions. By seeing mine, you can do the same. Now, when used well, your homepage becomes your students' anchor. It gives them a sense of direction, support, and confidence, and it welcomes them to the course. Now, in the next video, we'll take a closer look at the navigation menu and how to simplify it so students only see what they'll need to see there. All right, see you then.